Everyone wants favor until favor attracts enemies. Because sometimes the blessings of God on your life doesn't just bring promotion, it brings opposition. And that's exactly what happened to Daniel. Daniel wasn't just another servant in the kingdom. He was different. He was faithful. He was wise. He was trustworthy. So trustworthy, in fact, that the king planned to place him over the entire kingdom. But not everyone celebrated his success. Some people were watching him, waiting, looking for something they could use against him. But they found nothing. No corruption, no dishonesty, no weakness. Except one thing: his faith. They knew Daniel prayed to God every day, so they created a trap. They convinced the king to sign a law that said, for the next 30 days, no one can pray to any god except the king. And if they did, they would be thrown into the lion's den. Now imagine being Daniel. You know the law. You know the consequence. And you know people are watching you, waiting for you to make a mistake. So what would you do? Would you stay quiet? Would you hide your faith? Would you pray in secret? Daniel didn't. The Bible says Daniel went home, opened his windows toward Jerusalem, and prayed, just like he always had. Not because he wanted attention, but because his relationship with God mattered more than his safety. The moment his enemies saw it, they ran to the king. Daniel has broken the law. The king was devastated because he respected Daniel, but the law could not be changed. So that night, Daniel was thrown into the lion's den. Imagine the silence, the darkness, the sounds of lions moving in the shadows. But Daniel was not alone, because God had already gone before him. The Bible says God sent an angel and shut the mouths of the lions. And Daniel spent the entire night unharmed. Early the next morning, the king rushed to the den and shouted, "Daniel! Has your God been able to save you?" And from the darkness came a voice, "King, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions." Daniel walked out of that den without a single wound. Because when God protects you, no enemy can destroy you. Maybe you feel like Daniel right now. You're surrounded by pressure. People are watching you, waiting for you to compromise, waiting for you to give up your faith. But this story reminds us of something powerful. God is able to shut the mouths of lions. And the same God who protected Daniel is still able to protect you today, because what God cannot do does not exist.